Go live again?
There's a YouTube and it says horse kicks tree, farts on dog, then runs away.
Where?
On our YouTube, on the it's on YouTube. It's just one of
I
the
think we're live. Verify we're live. And we're
I
gonna find
I
this
am.
video. This is like gonna be the epic way
Yeah.
to start.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
You probably have to send it to me. Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna check to make sure that we're live. And then I will find it.
All right.
And if we are live, then we'll
All right,
apologize.
everyone. We have an epic video that we're not gonna be able to play because we still haven't figured out sound and all that. But we just got super distracted as we were starting. So we're gonna start with the distraction.
That was my fault.
It's Darcy's fault.
Yes, we are live.
Good. We gotta get to this video. This is like groundbreaking.
Yeah. I
Is it in chat?
will put it in the chat. Sorry for.
Good morning, everyone.
Welcome. Good morning.
Good morning, Darcy.
There you go.
All right. Oh my gosh, I should just put the title up, I
guess. I know. I saw it. It was like some of my favorite things.
Darcy's favorite things are farts.
Well, they're hilarious.
All right, here we go. This is what we got. We got horse kicks tree, farts on dog, and then runs away. So we're not gonna be able to hear the fart, but we'll definitely get this. Wait. I don't know.
The tree.
There's the tree kick. Oh, there's the fart.
You heard it?
I get to hear it. That was the best.
That's awesome. That was good. All right.
Yeah, it was good. Sorry, everyone. We can't. We don't know how to work our channel yet. No. So yeah. So we'll get this video out to everybody, but just Google horse kicks tree, farts on dog, and then runs away.
Well, it already has 25 million views.
Yeah,
like.
I don't think it
probably doesn't need us. But
it doesn't need us, and we're not going to subscribe to this channel, but it is pretty funny. So.
Right. And that little dog in the back, it looks like he's got both legs.
Dog almost, it was a tragedy. The dog could have had some problems.
The horse is like, I've tried everything. I ran, I kicked a tree.
Fart on him.
This is it.
Leave me alone. But living here in Amish country, or a part where the Amish population, because I think Pennsylvania is probably more Amish country, but where we have a high Amish population, I think about that as I'm driving down the road. The horses, because they're pooping, and there's poop on the road, but it's like, man, you got to run you got to poop while you're running. Yeah, we're not going to make our whole show today about farts and poop, but we're just going to start off with it. So, all right, let's go on. We're moving on. Welcome, everybody. Did I lose you, Darcy? I think I lost Darcy. Uh-oh. Yeah, Darcy couldn't handle it. No wonder she wasn't laughing anymore. My comedic relief. And now I got to carry the farts and the poops by myself. Oh, this is horrible. Hopefully she comes back soon. I don't know. Maybe it's just too much for her and she had to mute herself. Well, in the meantime, since I get to take over the show without my co-host, I'm going to talk about crypto. Woo-woo. So today, let's see. We had a good spike earlier this week. After the sanctions and everything, and we're not going to go into detail. If you don't know, you don't know, but it would be against countries, the sanctions, not against crypto. We have enough problems in that world. But yeah, we lost a little bit of the pump from that, but we're still up higher than we were 7 days ago. Looks like we're up.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey, Darcy's back. I took over the show and we went to crypto. If you weren't listening.
No, I honestly, it was probably only, about the time you went over to crypto that I disappeared, where I couldn't hear you anymore. But
gotcha. I was like, well, she's gone. We're gonna go to Jeff's topics.
Yeah, Discord kicked me out.
Discord kicked you out? Oh, I see the text now. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I don't check my
I was.
text while we're filming.
That's totally fair.
Worst way to communicate. And now I see you
I did write
communicated in
in Discord.
Discord. Yeah, you did write in Discord too. I do see that where I was just excited you were gone and I got to like go off topic. That was what I was excited
That's awesome.
about.
You're like, yes, finally. My favorite thing that's happening right now is, well, when I'm laughing, it's made a sad face.
What?
No.
Your eggplant makes a sad face when you laugh?
Yeah. It's like I'm crying because I'm so happy. I don't know. Anyways, let's. So, what were you talking about with crypto?
Nothing. Nothing. We weren't talking about anything. We were on topic. We were carrying the show.
Yeah. I can't leave you for 5 seconds.
No.
Well, um,
My mouth's not moving when I look over at you when I talk. I'm sad. Animes is like glitching out a little bit. Oh, whoa, there she goes again. Oh, we're just gonna have a bug problem today. Guess we're gonna mess with bugs. Back to the crypto topic. So yeah, we had a rough week, or we had a good week, not a rough week. We had a good week. So in general, things are up. It looks like Ethereum users aren't doing so well. They're down 5%, 4%, 2,600. 39 for Bitcoin. For the people that are just listening, we got 379 on the Binance. But the main thing, market cap still almost 2 trillion, 1.75 billion, gazillion, 1.75 trillion. Oh, she's back. Yeah.
Yeah. I keep having to restart my
That's fine.
Discord stuff. I can hear you, just so you know.
Yeah.
So,
But we need your face, your sad, happy face.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just going
I
over
don't get
prices.
that a lot.
You don't get that
Need your
people want to
face.
see your face. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, can you turn off your camera, please?
Yeah, they were like, we need you to work from home.
Yeah. The work from home culture started with Darcy.
Yeah.
Trying to get her to work from home. But no, I was just talking about the prices, how we had a nice bump from the sanctions, and then it's kind of that bump's kind of worn off a little bit. But then there were some other things that hit like the market, I guess the last couple of days. I don't know. Oh, the nuclear plant that was on fire in Ukraine. Yeah, that wasn't cool.
Oh.
And it was Europe's largest nuclear plant. We're not talking about Chernobyl. This was like not, they got the fire put out, but not a good deal. That's what actually was we won't cover it because there's nothing to cover at this moment. I mean, literally there's nothing, but we will talk about it if something happens there. Because that falls right into science and space and literally everything. Technology, how would you clean up? And if you don't know, you can probably look into it, but it's, I think it was located in Ukraine. I don't know if it was just like on a border right by and everything, but the article I read said it was the largest nuclear plant in Europe. And it was on fire, but they did put it out. And they asked like everybody that was fighting to kind of just please don't fight in that area.
Yeah. Oh.
And like if you're gonna take it, like I would say this is the, as far as I don't want to talk about it too much, but if you're gonna take it over, like let's just agree to hand it over and not have to like forcibly take things over when it comes to nuclear power plants. I don't know. I mean, fight like say, hey, can we just fight like off to the side, and whoever wins this battle gets control of it or something. I mean, it's I don't want to make it funny, but it does really have to be treated something like that, I would say.
Yeah, this isn't just, well,
because that's not something that like you don't know how it would affect your own area. Like that would like it just would be bad. So all right, moving on.
Extra bad on top of
bad. Extra bad. So what do you got? What were you saying?
Well, I was just gonna say that since we already talking about crypto,
it might be a good
segue.
Into what?
To what? Your conversation with Grandma.
Oh, for Grandma's clout. Yeah, good way to build up to that. So yeah, Grandma's getting her fame's going a little bit to her head now. You know, her internet fame. So she really like before the fame. This is I'll tell you why I say it's going to her head. But before that, so this week, you know, she surprised me we were talking about you know, blockchain and crypto and smart contracts and wallets, and she's like, "Hey, I know the difference between a digital wallet and a crypto wallet." And there was probably a good 10, 15 seconds of a pause from me because I was like, there is no difference. You know, just in my head, real quick, I was just
Yeah.
like, there's no difference. I was like, uh oh. And then I was like, all right, so tell me the differences. And there is actually differences, right? It just reminded me
Hmm.
like of the nuances. So yeah, the digital wallet, she explains very well. She explains that the digital wallet, now I can't even explain it as well as she did. She did a really good job. Um, but the digital wallet is really for your fiat money and your credit cards and Venmo, stuff like that. So it'd be like PayPal, Apple Pay, Google Pay, things like that. So ways to keep your regular, and when I say fiat, that's your regular paper currency. And so it's a way to store your credit cards and have just one place manage your credit card information, and it tokenizes it. If you want to get into the programming side of it, me and Darcy and I can talk about that a lot more detail if you want, but it just makes a token, so it's a representation of your credit card so that the people that steal credit cards can't get it. And so that's what the purpose of a digital wallet is. And digital wallets could also be crypto wallets, but a crypto wallet would only really manage your cryptocurrencies. And so that would be, and your NFTs, but anything on the blockchain. So let's say crypto wallets manage blockchains and blockchain currency and items, and then your digital one manages the fiat paper side of it. So she explained it really, really well, just like that. And then this is where it's going to her head. So she has reminded me to make sure that I bring it up during the show today.
Yeah.
So that's why
She
I'm like,
should.
yeah, because she wants everybody to know that she's famous and that she knows
Yep.
these things. So there you go, Grandma.
Well, yeah.
It was a good job, though.
When you told me about this, I was talking to my sister, and she
Oh
was
no,
so impressed that she wants to start watching our show. Which, us having a show wasn't impressive enough, apparently. But we're teaching. We're apparently teaching, and people, well, not people, person. Grandma's listening and learning, and it's exciting, and it's super cool. I think it's awesome.
It is.
Good job,
It's so
Grandma.
funny. Yeah, it was funny. I was like, yes, we're gonna mention it. Anything else that we need to talk about? Like, so we're gonna get Grandma on. We're gonna interview her. So that is when we hit. I would say what number of subscribers? Well, that's probably gonna get our subscribers actually. So we can't put a number threshold on it because once we have the Grandma episode, then we'll probably have like millions of subscribers and we'll be like crypto rich and all these fun things.
You want to hear something funny though?
What's up?
Grandma's not watching right now.
No, I got 2 concurrent viewers on my side.
You do?
Yeah, it says.
Oh, I'm showing it. We haven't. Okay.
Yeah, you might need to refresh.
Yeah, it looks like
I'd be really heartbroken if I just gave her all that hard time, trolled her online in front of our whole audience.
I know, she's gonna be so mad. She's gonna be like, Darcy, we're
Grandma's like the ultimate troll though. You guys like if I there's another channel that I watch called I think it's Tom Segura. Yeah, whatever.
Tom Segura.
Yeah, him and his wife, and it's like Your Mama's House or something. I forget what it is. But it's like YFH. So I guess I don't know what the F stands for. It wouldn't be M. Or no, it does have an M in it. I think I don't know, but you'll find it because he's super famous, anyways. But he has his mom on there, and she's so funny. And it'd be cool if we could grab sound bites from Grandma while she's on.
That would be awesome.
So, but yeah, we will have that interview eventually. It will be a specific. No, we'll have one of each. We'll have her on both our shows. The blockchain one, and I don't even. I was gonna say the blockchain. I don't even remember the other show's name. The lab data dump.
Yep, that's hilarious.
That's why Shannon doesn't watch it. She's like, these people can't even remember their own show's names.
Yep. Well, it keeps changing.
It keeps changing. Well, no, yeah, that one will still.
It's getting it's getting. I think it's getting better.
Yeah, that one still needs a new title.
Yeah,
but we like it because it's like poop.
So. Clearly.
Yep. And we haven't drawn any pictures around that, so that's like we've held back on that. But yeah, the tech talk will probably stay the same. Hard not. What do you think?
I think TikTok will stay the same. Oh, I finally found the comments, and Grandma says she is watching. So
and she needs to put more comments. You did say that. All she ever gives us is just "I'm watching" or something like that.
But on Grandma's side, she is the only one that does comment. So.
No, we had Craig comment once, and I think my mom did once. But yes, consistently you are right. Yes. Yep. All right, we're 15 minutes in, and we haven't moved into our topic. See, and that's why we cut down our topics. We don't have small tabs, and it's been a lot more fun because we haven't felt. At least for me, I haven't felt pressure to get through my tabs. Like at work, it's like work.
Yeah, it's just you. I didn't feel pressure before.
I know. You don't feel pressure. You just show up, you get your makeup done, your hair done, you kind of roll on to set. You have technical difficulties. You're like, people, get my stuff fixed. I'm gonna go get some coffee. Yeah. We have people.
Yep.
Our technicians.
Yeah, that's funny. Here, I need to take care of something. 1 second.
That's cool. So, moving into our first topic. So, what was the title of this show? We were talking about black holes. We got some animal stuff going on. We got some planets that have brains. Oh my gosh.
Puppy sitting.
What about puppies?
I'm puppy sitting. Well, it's my own puppy, but she's in here, and she thought it would be a good idea to feed the carpet. Yeah. Oh,
that'd be cool if you could get another avatar. Like have one.
It would be the most annoying avatar. It would just be barking and sleeping. Well, it would be cute. Yeah. Yep.
It's like Code Miko. She has background stuff going on.
Yep.
That chick's crazy. I love it. That is my favorite. Yeah, that's my favorite video overlay avatar person by far. Maximum effort there. And she's a coder.
More than us?
Oh yeah. Yeah. More than she's. I'm just saying like more. Like yeah, no, just more. She puts full. She's good. All right, we're gonna start out with. Should we kill all the mosquitoes? So last week we talked about how they track us by color, right, and scent. Mm-hmm. What else did they track? Like everything. Like they're just like they can follow us everywhere.
They're like,
oh, don't breathe, right? We can't breathe. Yep. Don't wear dark colors, right? I think that was the moral of the story. Now, see, we expect our audience to remember the stuff for us. So in chat, please tell us what you're not supposed to do so we can remind the rest of our audience again. But my mom, her suggestion was I gotta get to it because I'm on our new show already. I already moved on. Is to wear a mask and white. So I guess these masks have use after the pandemic. You can still use them because I think most of them were light color. Mine was actually black, but
yeah, mine was too. Well,
yeah, I guess that makes sense because if they were a lighter colors, you see the stains a lot more. But
yeah.
But yeah, if you had a white mask or a light colored mask, wear that, and then wear white clothes, and you'll be all set, and you don't have to hold your breath all night. So, I mean, whichever one you'd rather do. I'm gonna choose the holding my breath the whole time I'm sitting outside.
Yep, that's probably the best solution. Holding your breath.
Oh, we didn't look up her other question, so we'll cover that next week or something. It was about the aquarium and the.
Oh yeah. That is.
So we get we're gonna have to look into that because that follows up on the fish talkie thing.
Yep.
All right. Can we kill all the mosquitoes? Unfortunately, probably not.
Yeah.
Even if we could.
Yeah. Well, they've got to serve some purpose,
So, what do you
right?
think the purpose is?
Um, Malaria. I
The
have no
purpose is to
idea.
spread malaria. Yeah,
Like,
they're really good purpose-built machines. Then
yeah.
let's
Oh,
see.
are they pollinators? It says that they prefer honeydew, plant sap, and nectar.
Hmm. Um,
Oh, it just says some. Gotcha.
some tend to. Well, most of them it says don't feed on humans. So only 100 out of the 3,500 species of mosquitoes. It's just crazy when you think about it. That's why our perception of what alien life is going to be looking like is going to be so wrong. It has to be. I mean, we're probably just surrounded by aliens, and we don't even really realize it because we're just not very smart creatures. But 3,500 different species of mosquitoes. Okay,
Yep.
and
That's a
only
lot.
100 of those bite and spread disease to humans.
Yeah, and even though we learned last week that it was just the females that actually
Yeah,
bite
yeah.
too. So
So then it's very
out of those
few,
100, it's
really.
only half the population. Yeah. Well, apparently it's enough though, right?
It is enough. But that is something. I mean, like in my head, I'm like, man, I gave like all mosquitoes a bad rap. It's kind of like Daddy Longlegs and their misinformation. Mosquitoes also have some deep fake information going on.
Yeah, they do.
So
Well, theirs is based on um, there's more facts
more
here.
facts to that. Yeah, there's other diseases. We got tons of that. And the life cycles. Well, there's really not much of an argument in here to keep them.
No, yeah.
I don't see anything that says here's why we need to keep them, right?
Well, if nothing else, like we can look at all the failed attempts for killing mosquitoes, like and I could be wrong. I didn't look this up. But it's my understanding that the love bug problem that we have down here in Florida is related to trying to get rid of mosquitoes.
Oh,
Um,
one problem was caused by trying to get rid of them.
yeah, yeah, the love bugs were supposed to mate with, I believe it's the mosquitoes, it could be another bug. Anyways, they ended up just mating with themselves and it gets pretty bad. Like there's a I can never remember when exactly it is, but then all of a sudden your cars, everything is just covered in love bugs. And it's pretty gross. It's they don't hurt anything. They don't bite you, but it's just they're everywhere and it's super gross. And it's like, well, I don't think that worked.
Yeah.
Uh, you know, whatever you're
And
trying to do.
yeah, yeah, you cause that seems to be a common thing when you try to solve
Mhm.
nature problems with other nature or other things. It's like, no,
Yep.
that's not going to work because they're not supposed to be here
Yep. And now
or
we
in
got a
those
new problem.
numbers or whatever. But here's something that, yeah, I lose sight of a lot too. Even though the mosquitoes themselves
Mm,
don't serve a purpose, maybe, and if you got rid of them, they're a primary food source for like everything that is important. Bats, birds, frogs, fish, dragonflies are all pretty important creatures on their own.
yep.
So, I guess we
Yeah, we
need.
love our frogs here and bats. We at night there's a ton of bats that fly over our
Yeah,
backyards and lots of frogs. It's pretty cool.
yeah. The only time that bats are a problem is when they're like around. When you trap them and you have them in your house and things like that. But other than that, they're super awesome.
Yep.
Good fertilizer, all kinds of stuff. They eat lots of
Yep.
bad stuff. Yep. So we need mosquitoes. Can't get rid of them. And then the rest of the article just talks about even if you could find an approach, which is just silly to try to get rid of just the disease carrying ones. That would be, you know, maybe someday with technology. But again, it's like what you were just saying. When you try to eliminate something, you're probably just going to cause a problem, a
Mhm.
worse
Yep.
problem. One that you're like, no. So cool. Moving on.
Yep.
Oh no, don't block us because we read too much live science today. Why
Okay,
do
we have more.
cats love boxes so much?
Yeah, why do they?
What do you
That's
think?
um
I don't know. I didn't read the article, so I'm gonna
maybe
guess too.
because my guess is because they're little hunters and they want to
Ooh,
hide
that
to
was
hunt.
actually the angle I was gonna go for ambush. Yes,
Twins.
it's instinct, and even though they may look cute and just playing in it, maybe it's they were just drawn to it because of the cover. Security. I find my cat whenever he gets yelled at, or my son's cat whenever he gets yelled at, he runs to a box or a area where he's covered on multiple sides.
Yeah.
so so
Yeah, well, dogs like kennels. They to go feel safe too. So, yeah, I like your idea.
all right, here we go. Let's see.
Let's see.
Why do they? The behavior comes from a simple animal desire. Okay, what is it?
Yeah. Tell me more. Oh,
What we know
comfort.
is that it is a form of comfort. Okay, but why? This makes sense.
Side pressure is comforting. It's
Um,
like a hug.
it's like a
Oh,
hug.
that's like the saddest hug.
It's the saddest hug ever. The box is providing me love.
Aw. Well, you're
Yeah,
gonna have to tell
it's
your
kind of
son to
like
give
yeah,
give the
there it
cat a
is.
hug.
It's a sense of comfort, especially crucial in stressful situations, such as when a street cat is brought inside for the first time.
That is so sad.
We weren't too far off.
No, we weren't.
Scientists found
Well,
that.
I was.
Oh, keep going. You can keep talking. I was just
Oh, I
reading.
was just saying I was off because I said for hunting,
Well,
and you said
no,
for security.
it is. I don't know. Yeah, I guess security hunting.
Hey,
Yeah,
it's
it's
okay.
separate.
I can be wrong. It's
No, no, no. I was trying to
for
think. No, I was trying to think if it's the same because the security. But yeah, it's not. It's not. I was because security when you're hunting is so that you also don't get ambushed. That's
yeah,
the other thing.
that's true.
But scientists
Okay.
also found that cats deprived of shelter, they'd flip over their litter boxes to hide underneath. Oh, that's extra sad there.
Oh,
Now, so
that's
you got a
really
hug
sad.
of litter. Oh, poor
Yeah.
cats.
Oh.
Poor cats. Um, Cats love boxes that expand beyond three-dimensional structures. What do you mean? Sit inside a contour rectangle. Yeah, that does make a lot of sense why they try to squeeze into little things. So they just they like the hug. Poor
Yeah.
little dude. Little dude's like, nobody hugs me.
Yeah. Luckily, I have this.
Luckily, I have my box that's like all torn up because I've chewed on it and scratched on it. I got my
It's a well-loved box.
yeah,
It's like you
but
love
it
me and
doesn't
I
even
love
hold him
you.
tight, so it's kind of like
Aw.
oh,
You're gonna have to get him a smaller box.
nah, he's fine.
Oh, poor little guy.
Helps him avoid dangerous
Dude.
situations. Um, Another possible cats, dogs. Oh, there you go. We just didn't read far enough. You're not wrong.
Yeah. Another possible explanation?
Is that cats like litter boxes because they're ambush predators. We're so smart. We covered them all.
Man, we did.
We should get more viewers just from our brains.
Cat brains?
Cat brains or observational knowledge. our ability to guess about an
Yeah,
article.
we can guess real good.
We can guess real good. And when we're not, then we'll just move on when we get it wrong. Yep. So that's pretty much it. Our guesses were pretty much this whole article. Pretty good. Cool.
Yep. Excellent. Good job.
Oh,
Good teamwork.
continuing the cats and dogs thing. Why do they rub their butts on the floor? And you believe you know why.
Yep.
And you're
Well,
confident on this one.
I'm, but for there to be a whole article now, I'm second guessing. But I know dogs will rub. See, I feel like you, if the real reason, I don't think you would have picked this article. That's why I think I might be wrong now. But um, I know dogs will rub their butts on the ground when they have when their anal glands need to be expressed. Um, I don't think that's why you picked this.
Okay.
Okay, tell me. Yeah,
Wow. On
let's
that
find out.
note, we're gonna get into this article to see if it's about
Yeah,
anal glands being expressed or something.
yeah. It's true.
Watch out. It may. Watch out, but
Wah wah wah.
it may signal a health problem. Dogs and cats are cute, playful, lovable, and extremely gross. Oh no, I
That
just
is
messed up
pretty
my
gross.
mouse. It's jumping all over the place. Ah!
Oh no.
Don't hit that button, man. That button's really messed up.
Well, we did start out the show saying that we were going to have technical difficulties the entire time, so I think it's fair.
I'm fixed. Besides eating, poop, and licking. Wow, they're really going down.
Yep.
Licking their butts. One of the most bizarre things pets can do is to rub their rumps on the floor. I thought they were just playing. No, I'm just joking. Oh yeah, my guess. I don't know if I have a guess. I just figured that they just have an itchy butt. That's what I assume. I mean, it's not like I guess I haven't really put too much thought into it because I've always seen them just scoot around like that. So yeah, I just
Yeah,
figured they got
well,
something itchy or they got something wrong.
yeah.
Like,
I think
but
it's
then it's just like 10 seconds later they're fine coming over. They lick it a few times and then come over and lick you. You know, it's like kind of like that.
yeah, if you see your dog licking their butt and scratching it on the floor, you might want to not let them lick you right away.
Yeah.
Give them a dentist stick first, and then commence with the kisses. You're like,
So,
brush your teeth.
oh, I win! It's the easiest way to itch them.
Yep.
I didn't think that was gonna be it. I just had a big sneeze.
Oh, is that what that was?
Why, you heard it?
No, but your
My
avatar
my
was
avatar did something silly.
yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
I
That
was
was a
like,
big
I don't know
sneeze.
what's happening.
It's dragging across the floor, easy to itch it. And then just scoot is a one-off. Other times, particularly more frequently, could be a sign is experiencing a medical issue.
Anal sacs. Yep.
There you go. Yeah, you win too.
Yep.
Two small glands on either sides. Experts aren't entirely sure what their purpose are, so you can just remove them, I guess. That's like
Uh,
science's way of fixing it. You know, we don't know what these are. Let's get rid of them.
yeah, I have because I have dogs. So on Reddit I'm on some dog chatties. And I've never had a dog that had to get them expressed until I think when Oliver was a puppy, we did it because he was having some issues. He got taken away from his mom too young. Um and I found out later that it's like once you do it, you kind of always have to. Like after that, they just don't clean themselves out, so you have to go in and get it cleaned out. Pretty gross.
Yeah,
It's not something you can easily do yourself. Um, there's videos out there, just so but
there's
yeah,
videos of
it's not.
everything.
Yeah, yeah. And so we were like, well, maybe this is something we could do ourselves, to help the pups. But yeah, no, it some you just need to take them in
So
and
yeah, if
get
they're
it
doing
done.
it over and over, take them in.
Yeah, especially if it's a new thing. Um, Otto started scooting, and we knew something was wrong, uh, so we took him in.
Intestinal parasites
Mm,
and fleas.
that makes
Yeah,
sense.
that makes sense. Fleas. Larger issue, the tumor. Yeah, just pay attention to your pet,
All
but
kinds of
hopefully,
stuff.
yeah, all kinds of little things. But
Yeah, so it sounds like the moral of the article is if it's you know, once, it's probably just an itchy butt. If it's often, then take them to the vet.
yeah, and often being probably multiple days in a row. You know, if they do it like once a week, every week, yeah, it is often, but then at the same time, not really. I
Yeah.
just read a text because I know I got to pay attention. We have a new viewer.
What?
Yeah, he can't subscribe. He says, and he
Do we
can't
need
comment. Well, he
to go
says
through the process?
he is subscribed actually.
Oh,
but he can't comment because he feels that he hasn't subscribed long enough. You know, like in the way of like it's not allowing him. And I don't think I put that rule up, but I'm not going to put it past it because we don't want bad comments coming from trolls like Grandma.
yeah, that's fair.
You know, but
Well,
no.
I was
Who do
just
you think it
picturing
is?
maybe Grandma. Is it somebody that we used to work with?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Is it Pink Eye?
We're gonna call out his handle online.
Oh, one of my eyes closed. It was like instant karma.
Sorry, that was just too funny. Oh, I'm sure Goran loved that.
Oh man.
Nope. John P.
Serious?
Yep.
Aww.
Yep. So,
Well,
welcome, John.
that's awesome.
Sorry you
Yeah,
can't comment, but yeah, I
yeah,
don't
we'll
think I
figure it
have.
out.
I didn't think I had like a, unless you literally just subscribed within minutes, then maybe. But I didn't think I had that much of a block. So hopefully next time you can. Now, if you're a diehard like Grandma, you know, we know the comments work because we already got one today. So
Yep.
she's been subscribed before we started the channel. You know, she was like, "Hey, you guys need to get this channel going because my subscription's just sitting out here. I'm waiting to hit this button. You know, pound the like button, pound the subscription button. That's Grandma. Grandma should be our marketing manager. That's exactly.
Yeah, she should. Yeah, she totally should.
All right, it's break time. We've covered our animal topics for today. So, our animal lovers, if you want to leave, we'd suggest not, but you're not going to get any more animal stuff.
Don't leave.
But we are going to go on to our titled show's title, where we based it off of. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was. It changes on my screen before it does for everybody else. And then I saw it on the other one. So, we're going to cover some space topics for a minute. And then we will get into, I think it's just space the rest of the time.
No.
Nope.
Human.
Yeah, we got some human stuff at the, ooh, yeah, you're going to have to hold on to the end because that one actually, second to last one's the one I want to know the most about. Why do you usually eat the same thing for breakfast? Because I initial guess I was like, because there's not that many choices, but it really isn't. If you think about it, everybody does eat kind of like the same thing all the time. And you think of kids always eating cereal, and we think it's maybe sugary, but there might be another reason.
You know? Yeah, let's find out.
So you got to stay till the end.
Yeah,
but
stay tuned.
We'll be back in 5 minutes or so. So I don't know, just a 8:42, 3-ish, something like that.
Yeah.
Sound
Yep,
good?
that sounds good. That's plenty of time for me.
Okay, let's get our music going. Ooh, whoa, we just went blank. I moved the windows around on the OBS software, so it's all weird.
Whoops.
Yep. All right, I see the music going. We'll see you in a few.
Hello.
It was funny. I was watching my avatar, and it was going all crazy because I was untwirling my headset
Oh.
because it was all tangled up.
While it was on.
Well, the video was on. Yeah.
Yeah, I just meant while you had that stuff.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, we lost a viewer. They didn't. Oh, John probably didn't like being mentioned by name.
Or he was like, "They're taking a break. I'm out."
I've always thought about that. You know, we'll work on that.
Yep.
Not that we'll work on our breaks. We love our breaks. They have to be
they're
done.
necessary.
Yeah, but no, we'll work on having some better screen. We'll be right back. Still, that's like at the bottom of the priority list.
Yep.
Right now, at the top of our priority list is just getting titles and posting that we're gonna do a show.
I thought it was doing the show first.
Well, we've gotten that down.
Yeah.
I would say today we didn't have any real technical difficulties besides you just something you can't control, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But we didn't have any starting issues. We didn't have any. We actually were all prepared. We had our show lined out of the tabs we wanted. We've gotten way better on that organization.
Mm-hmm.
We were working on titles earlier this week. No, we got the show part going better. Still showing video with sound. We don't have down.
Well, today was really the first time we've tried, or it's even come up. So it's like, okay, that's gonna have to make it to the list now.
Yeah.
Rick's gonna get the puppy here in just a second.
That's okay.
So that background noise won't be too much on.
I'm sure she's just rubbing her butt on the ground and.
She's not. She's got little squeaky toys, and she's got a Kong, and I put some peanut butter in it.
Kong, what we got a new sponsor? Kong,
no.
Puppy toys. They're awesome.
Oh, we're trying to get a sponsor? Yes. We would love that.
Wow, like, that would be awesome. That'd be insane.
To keep the background noise down to a minimum.
The one viewer, because we got Grandma. I know that because the computer was on downstairs. I heard our intermission music. But maybe the other viewer was Kong.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that.
Or Chewy. Chewy would also be good.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We just spent $100 last week on dog stuff, toys, and
whoa,
we realized
spoiling them.
Yeah, of course. Well, Ella's in her little pen in my office because she's still so she can't roam free yet. So you had to get some toys to keep her entertained. So, like puzzles and stuff like that. Which it's helping. But then we had to get toys for the big dog because he's jealous. He sees all these toys that he can't play with. So we got him some things that will survive a little bit.
For a minute or two.
Anyway. Yep.
All right. On to our space section, which we keep not talking about James Webb Telescope. And I think it started doing pictures, so we'll have to worry about that. I don't think it's been doing good, but this is our two topics today are, to me, way more interesting.
I think so. I think you're good.
Two black holes spiraling towards a collision.
Yeah, are they just like lone black holes, or are they at the center of galaxies? What's going on? I'm curious.
Supermassive black holes, millions to billions of times the mass of our sun, lie at the heart of most galaxies. We have one.
Yep.
A black hole in the Milky Way.
I wonder what ours is called.
I don't know. I don't remember. Black hole number 8,263,000. I don't know. And astronomy. I know you're looking it up, so.
Actually, I wasn't.
Oh man, I thought you were Googling. You're always the little searcher. Oh.
I'm the Googler. I dropped the ball on that one.
Yeah, because I wasn't gonna go look at it. You asked the question. I just assumed. I didn't hear the typing, but I just figured it was extra quiet.
That's hilarious.
So let's see. A new study. Change that. Researchers observing a supermassive black hole reports signs that it has a closely orbiting companion. The enormous duo, called a binary, circle one another about every 2 years. If the team is correct, the diameter of the binary's orbit is 10 to 100 times smaller than the only other known supermassive binary. And the pair will merge in just a few years.
Yeah, that's actually not a lot of years, huh?
10,000 years, yes.
10,000.
In space time, that is not. Um, in human time, it's a few lifetimes.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah,
So,
just in the when you figure the universe is
that
how
may seem like a long time, but it would take a total of 100 million years for black holes this size to begin orbiting one another. And finally, wow, it's almost done. So
wow.
yeah, it's finished 99% of its journey. That's
That's
actually,
pretty
you're
cool.
exactly right. That is way short. And,
Just so you know, our black hole is called Sagittarius A star.
yep, I've heard the Sagittarius part, so they must either use that over or I've heard them talk about
Well, it's a zodiac sign.
no, in the naming
Oh.
of a star. Yeah, I did not. I assumed it was, but because I don't know all the astrological signs by heart, but yeah, I do remember. Is that the bull?
No.
No, what's one?
Aries and
Which one's the
Taurus.
Sagittarius? What's Sagittarius?
I don't know.
I know you're looking it up,
I am. I actually am this
right?
time.
So, that's cool. Where's it at? Located 9 billion light years from Earth, which we're going to be traveling that here soon. Probably in 10,000 years. They've been studying it for 13 years. Cool. It's hard, when we only live for such a short time compared to space stuff. It's hard to they got to study these things for like 20 or
Mhm.
30 years before they can even draw conclusions.
Yeah, well, that's the cool thing about bringing it back to the telescope, right? Is like you get to look back in time
Mm-hmm.
because you're looking so far back in space that you I mean, this can't be super common, but it has to be. I mean, the universe is so vast, it has to be happening in a couple places. Well, it doesn't have to, right? But it might. And so we might be able to get some ideas like, oh, this is what it looks like when it starts, and this is what it looks like when it gets closer. And because we don't, after it's happened, I guess we can't tell. Uh, the Sagittarius sign is, or symbol is an archer.
An archer?
Yep.
Oh, that's sick. That's cool.
Like
Hmm,
like
that's a cool one.
something
I
the
didn't even
kids
know
say.
that's not even in my head.
Yeah,
Huh? An archer. That's pretty cool.
that is pretty cool.
An archer would be a cool one. I just got fish.
You're a fish.
Yeah, I'm just a fish. Talky fish. So, can planets have a mind of their own? Maybe that's what we call Mother Nature,
Mm.
right?
Yep.
The collective activity of life, all the microbes, plants, and animals, have changed planet Earth. Take, for example, plants. Plants invented a way of undergoing photosynthesis to enhance their own survival, but in doing so, release oxygen that changed the entire function of our planet. This is just
Yeah.
one example. Oh, God.
Wasn't that like one of the mass extinctions was um when that happened? It killed up. Now I need to Google again. I thought it killed off like is that one where it was like 99% of the population of the earth died?
Because the plant life died?
No, because of all the oxygen.
Too much
Um,
oxygen?
well,
Or
yeah,
which direction?
because there was no oxygen really before, so all the life lived off of whatever else there was. See, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide. I don't know. Yeah, it's my understanding. I'm gonna Google it,
Okay.
so I don't sound
Um,
stupid.
I was thinking about it because I don't know. I don't know about the different extinction. What do we had, two or three extinction events, right? That they think they've seen. Because we have the one where we got hit with the meteor, but I thought there was another one.
Mm-hmm.
I thought there was two, maybe a third, but I thought there was two for sure. One's the
Oh, yeah.
biosphere.
Eons did an episode how plants caused the first mass extinction. Um, so let me look up that.
So the idea, the mind of your own, isn't just the biosphere part of it. You know, the different biomes working with each other. It's actual cognitive activity we're talking about. That's what we're discussing. That the planet makes, in a way, conscious decisions to do whatever, you know, to change itself or help itself. So that's what this is talking about. In the paper, the researchers discuss what they call planetary intelligence, the idea of cognitive activity operating on a planet scale, that is really not that hard of a theory to
Mm-hmm.
just put as okay. I can start with that, and so me and you were you and I don't know which was the better way. We were talking about that the other day with the Tonga explosion. Did the Earth actually release things to help counteract global warming?
Oh, yep.
Right. That would be.
Yeah.
I would say that would be one of those cognitive activities, a conscious decision. You know, it's like okay, I can do this. Um, and so that would block out whatever from the sun, and then hopefully cool the planet a little bit. And so they're saying the Earth itself isn't there yet. I don't think, because the next tab I'm gonna click is gonna talk about that. Um, if one part of the forest needs nutrients, other parts send the stress portions the nutrients they need to survive. That would kind of be like the Avatar idea, right? With the tree
What?
of life or whatever.
Mm.
How everything's connected. If everything's connected, then dang it, I keep hitting that stupid
Oh, the
button.
movie Avatar?
The movie Avatar.
Yeah.
Yep.
I drew a blank. I was like, I don't know
Yeah,
what you're
yeah.
talking
No,
about.
no, no. But
Yeah.
just that whole idea,
Yeah.
right? That
Yep.
and it is true because when you think about life and consciousness and where it comes from and where sorry, not to get into too deep into that, but it's not too hard of a stretch that there might be something around the planet too.
Hmm.
What do you think?
Well, yeah. I mean, is it? I don't know that I would think that it was a consciousness, but at the same time, I mean, our planet is alive. I mean, there's something happening at the heart of it that's creating a magnetic field that protects us um, from the sun's radiation, but allows the us to still get benefits from the sun. There's I do I don't know. Yeah, I believe that it is that it's alive and that there's something happening. It's just, I guess what your definition of life is would and a mind of its own. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not completely sold. I do believe that it's alive, but I don't know if I believe that it's a there's a consciousness
Hmm.
like Moana.
So
No.
you what you say is that you can go with that it's alive in the way that we currently have an understanding of plant life, but is not alive like we have an understanding of animal life, like with the cognitive.
No, not necessarily because they've proven or it seems to have been proven or is working on being proven that plants can communicate with each other.
Okay, okay, okay.
So there's like networks using roots and fungi and all these things to
Hmm.
pass information. So so that might even fall under some sort of consciousness, whether they're have hopes and dreams and things like that, maybe not,
Oh,
but
wow.
enough
That'd be
enough
awesome.
to like when the grass is cut, the smell of the grass is supposedly the fear or something, with that plant. That smell is associated with it being hurt.
That's insane
So
to think about that.
yeah,
Let's stop on that real quick.
okay.
That is not wow. That is insane, but actually really interesting. So think about that. When you cut your grass, because there is a distinct smell of cut grass. That is something
Mhm.
that if you can't smell, I'm sorry, people. Then
Oh, yeah.
you wouldn't know that smell. If you've never smelled cut grass, there is an actual smell to it. And if you think of that, so you just chopped grass, right? If
Mhm.
grass is alive, you've cut it and you are smelling the fear or emotions or I don't know. This is going to be
Well,
slightly gross, but if you chopped a bunch of humans, would there be a smell to it? Is it like their bowels? That is
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, it says so I googled it.
Hmm.
Trauma, that what uh the smell is. It's chemical defenses and first aid. The fresh, quote unquote, green scent of a just mowed lawn is the lawn trying to save itself from the injury you just inflicted. That's what the mentalfloss.com says. Um,
Yeah, that
so
would
yeah,
be.
it's
Go
oh, I was just yeah, it's sad.
It
Like all of a
is.
sudden it's like, wait, what are we supposed to eat now?
Yeah, but I mean that's crazy because
You thought it was just me. That's an eggplant.
yeah, just you. Yeah, we just look out for eggplants, but um, so then yeah, extending planetary cognitive intelligence. It wouldn't be that big of a stretch then, and it's not like you're trying to be like, oh, you're soft or somebody that's making a comment against grass. Like, why do we get grass? Grass has rights. But it isn't really when you think about it. It's not that big of a stretch either, because we don't understand where consciousness comes from at all.
Mhm.
Um, and I don't want to get into too much on that either, um, but we are trying to define it. But I've seen some interesting things that one of the things that we may just not understand that we haven't realized yet in the pursuit of where how consciousness actually is that it's really we're missing the database of information because from what you just said
Mhm.
the plants talk to each other and they pass the information, which I've seen that and they can prove that, and that's not something that we're just talking as a theory. That is something
Right.
that I believe science has proven. um, I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that one's one
Yeah, I
that's
think
been
so too.
proven.
I mean, they've
We can
used.
say with
I feel like
confidence, right?
yeah, that they're seeing the pulses and
Yeah.
stuff like
And so then, you have the whole, like, it's just not that big of a stretch to think that we're really missing something fundamental, like
that. Hmm.
seriously fundamental. And once we would realize that, then we would really very possibly could be murdering or torturing grass every time we
Yeah,
mow it. That is crazy. I've just never like because that scent. I can think of that scent instantly when you said it. I was
yeah.
like, oh, I know what that smells like. And now I'm gonna feel bad every time I mow the grass. Grandma, you make me mow the grass like twice a week. And for what about those? Oh, if we had our if Kelly, if you ever become a subscriber, I'm gonna point you to this episode. You murder grass like every day, you know. So every other day when you mow, you gotta lay off. Grass have feelings too. Oh, I lost her again. I don't get it. See, it's not as funny when I don't have somebody either saying, no, you shouldn't have said that, or that's funny. I need my co-host. I can't. Discord. What are you doing? So there are different stages of the biosphere. we're in the immature one, I think, or technosphere. We're in the immature technosphere where we've caused problems with our technology. So then we got to get to stage 4 where it's mature, where the systems work, the technology works with the planet itself. I won't move on, but oh, I just had a new tab next. So, but the Earth doesn't qualify yet. I think this is more or less the same thing. Um, the Gaia hypothesis states that as life forms evolve on Earth, they affect the evolution of the planetary system as a whole. I hope
Hey.
people, yeah. Oh, she's back. I just did a
I had
weird
to
neck break.
restart it like 3 times. Whoa. Sorry.
Your
Continue.
eyes are all big. That was funny when you said whoa. I just went on to the next tab, but I don't know how much
So
you
what are
heard.
we
I
talking
covered the
about?
stages. So we're in stage 3. So
Oh.
the immature biosphere, um, very early Earth, where
Mm.
everything's starting to before technology, where everything's starting to work together. Then you have a mature biosphere, where all the vegetation, the ozone layers emerged, everything's starting to work, and then we come and screw it up as humans and with our technology and our computers and cause problems to the Earth itself, and it's not working for the planet. And this
Yep.
isn't like trying to be like super tree hugger, but it's just facts. I mean, can't deny it.
I mean, yeah, for how many decades or,
Yeah.
well, I won't say centuries, but lots of decades, like books and movies and everything else is all based on that. That were well, I mean, even the Avengers, right?
Yeah. And then the fourth stage is where everything works in harmony.
Yep.
So the next tab was talking about how the Earth's not there, and then we got to the Gaia hypothesis, which states as life forms evolve on Earth, they affect the evolution of the planetary system as a whole, which makes complete sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because everything relates to each other. So if you want to see that in like in your own little way, buy a terrarium.
I
Really
want to
cool.
make one.
Or make one. That's
Yeah,
actually harder, a
they
lot
have.
harder.
Yeah, they have. There's. I'm
Starter
now I
kits.
want to look. They have ones where they're self-sustaining, like they're completely sealed off, and they have to make their own
Mhm.
oxygen and or
The
carbon
photosynthesis,
dioxide.
you set them by the window, and yeah, they do
Yeah,
their little thing. Yep.
they do the whole thing. The whole kit and caboodle, make their own water and everything.
Yeah, I
Very
like
cool.
putting bugs in them though, so I don't like them completely sealed. Literal bugs. I wasn't thinking of it from a programming standpoint, but then I was
That's
like, yeah,
awesome.
I'm just causing
Like
problems in the terrarium. I'm adding a issue.
the terrarium's production.
Yeah. Yep. The terrarium's production. I just coded right in it. That's
Yeah.
exactly it.
Yeah.
Oh, we got our viewer back. So whoever dropped off decided to come back
Yay.
after our break. Cool,
Yeah, it's
cool,
because we're
cool.
talking about development again.
Yeah, yeah. So we lose grandma and my mom, and then we gain programmers. Wow, we're gonna have a fine, delicate balance between the two. All right. So we only got a few more minutes that we're gonna. I mean, we're gonna be able to finish our tabs, but we're not gonna be going past 9:30. So,
Yep.
and we won't take another break. You're okay, right?
Yep, I'm good.
Cool. So then, so same thing. People recycled the same article, which is like
Oh,
what we're doing. Now here is an
twinsies.
interesting one. Speaking of
Mm.
ruining planets and space and everything, um, no. So we okay. This is good. I did put them in the right order. So if you're not into the space race, we have stuff in space, and SpaceX is. Sorry, I was gonna do something that wasn't very nice. I'm not gonna do it. The SpaceX is a company here that is pretty much leading space right now,
Mm-hmm.
and but to get to a leadership um, position as the first and foremost best space agency, I would say. I think so. Not because I'm a fanboy, but because I think they're actually really doing it. They can launch
Hmm.
rockets that are super cheap now. Like cost of a rocket launch is a fraction of what it used to be for them. And then they got recyclable um, parts that they keep reusing and keep going on this. They got it going. They're doing a good job. They're doing what we should have done the whole time instead of, oh, we're just gonna throw all this stuff into the ocean as it breaks off and to get our little rocket up into space. It's like that was okay to start, but they never tried to improve that. But in the race to get good, you make mistakes along the way. And there is a rogue rocket out in space that has now crashed into the moon, but it was originally blamed on China. And I say originally because we didn't know. It's this article right here, 19 days ago. This isn't from like last year. Says that there's a rocket about to smash into the moon, and it's from China and not SpaceX. Misinformation is everywhere.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, our hate of other countries and people clouds information that just makes it worse. So, yes, countries do bad things, but just automatically blame it on them. So let's say it's being blamed on
You said,
China. Oh, go ahead. What?
yeah. I just wanted to clarify that you said countries, not this country, does bad
No,
things.
it's every
Like
country.
all
Every
countries do.
country. Yeah,
Yeah.
every country.
It
Yeah.
was just quick, and I wanted to make sure
Yep.
that
Yep. Call it out because it is. It's not. It's all
you're
countries.
not saying China's bad. I'm
Yeah,
just
we're
saying.
all bad because it's self-interest.
Yeah.
But the rocket
Just pointing
stage
that out.
is set to crash into the moon on March 4th, and it did. That was just yesterday. And it is no longer believed to be a piece of the SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket, but rather a booster from the Chinese rocket sent to the moon in 2014. So they're tracking this rocket that's like hurling through space, hurtling, hurtling. I always called it hurling,
Hurdling. Yeah.
hurtling. The
Yeah.
T was
Hurdling.
silent always for me.
It's a D
D,
sound, I
yeah,
thought.
hurtling.
Hurdling.
Um, so it's been hurtling because it doesn't have any speed to it through space for 7 years. Okay, kind of cool.
Yeah.
Well,
Interesting for
we're gonna
sure.
just move on because I don't want to dwell on things that are inaccurate. Oh, 20 days ago. Oh, did I have them in the wrong order? Was it from China? It's SpaceX's rocket. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. This one,
Yeah, so we're just
this
gonna
is
go
the
to this
one
one.
that says it's today. Or says it's SpaceX for sure.
Wait, did they switch it back on us? It said SpaceX.
It did.
We heard it go back the other way, and now is it back on China? Oh, sorry, SpaceX. If they've went back, okay. So I guess nobody knows who it was. It's going back and forth. We just saw it. I swear, I just saw it the other day that it was SpaceX. After
I
they
know,
blamed
I
it on
did too.
China and then switched it back to SpaceX. So now it's back on China. And if you had all this information on the blockchain as blockchain news, we'd be able to verify it with confidence. But since
Hmm.
it's not on the blockchain, we don't know.
Yep.
That
Yeah,
is. Go ahead.
I am curious though. So, considering all the space junk that's out there, um, in the around the Earth and just like hurtling through space, and like you said, how many uh trips has there been into space and where we're just like letting debris like float, go wherever? Um, is Is it a big deal because it could be either SpaceX or China? And so it's like a spotlight on, um, uh, a non-government entity creating rockets or China creating rockets. Like, is that the big deal? I'm not saying that,
Yeah,
space
I know
debris
what you're
hitting
asking. Why
hitting
is it a big deal?
objects. Yeah. Is it? Yeah, because it's
And why are people
like
blaming it on certain people? Why is it a big deal to
yeah,
blame it on somebody and not?
yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're
Yeah.
asking.
Yeah, because now we've looked at 3 different articles where it's only about whether or not it's, SpaceX or China and not, like, the fact that there's, what's going to happen to the moon? Is it going to cause an issue? Is it, what are they going to be able to learn from it? Like all the other things that they could be asking. I'm just curious.
Um, well, that is the problem exactly
Mm,
because I don't think they really. Although China denies this, I mean, it just annoys me. It's not that I'm super pro anything. I'm just annoyed by the fact that people. Yeah, to your point, what is the effect? But most of the article was caring about whose problem, who caused the problem. That is important, but that shouldn't be what the main point of all the articles are.
yeah.
So I would say we have trash floating around. So the problem is with all this trash. Yeah, I think the part of the blame comes from they want to blame somebody because yes, you have the new kid in the block throwing trash up into the sky. And with all the satellites and there's tons of trash up there, tons of trash up there. And yeah, people just not caring about. I think that's more of what it's about. Like, oh, we're just throwing whatever out into space and not really keeping track of it or doing it carelessly. That's probably it. And then what kind of problems is that going to cause when it hits the moon and pieces fly off the moon and then hit other satellites? And then I'm sure there's probably insurance policies for satellites.
Mm-hmm.
How do you pay for like if two satellites collide together? Um, China has a really cool satellite that they just launched. That's a space junk collector satellite now, and so it's got an arm. And what they do is they go and hurl. They take satellites, old satellites and stuff, and just throw it into the atmosphere so that it burns up, or they throw them out into space. It's kind of funny,
Wow.
but it's a big
That's
deal because we don't have that tech yet,
right.
and we
Well,
don't have a
yeah,
satellite
because
that
you're
does it.
figuring this stuff is
Mhm.
flowing through space at however fast it's going. I mean, it's
Exactly.
here. I've just got this. I'm gonna put it in our chat in Discord. A link for showing the space trash.
Oh,
Space
yeah,
debris.
yeah. So then the fear is that I'm getting the link right now. The fear is with that arm thingy majig that they'll come and grab our satellites out of orbit and just toss them.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
it's a
Which
legitimate
is
fear
totally
too.
fair. Yeah.
But at the same time, that's the problem because they may have they I'm not going to pass judgment on whether they had good intentions or not, but at the same time, if we all were working together, then this would be awesome because look at all this space trash out here,
Yeah.
debris
Yeah.
as they
Yeah.
call it.
This is why I'm like, so why are we worried? Like, there's so much stuff out here that has been here since before China's rocket went up in 2014 and SpaceX recently. So, um, so, yep. Interesting. It's super cool. Like, I'd love to find out more about it.
Yeah, so we're
Like,
gonna
what
play the
else is
little
going on there and
video.
how they keep track.
Is the little video still here? Yeah. Why is this one different? Did I? Yeah. Okay. So does this? Oh no, it was right here. Cool. We're gonna play the video. This is what they think because it was on the dark side of the moon, so we couldn't see it. Okay. Eh, interesting. Not really that exciting for people just listening and not watching. It wasn't that great of a video, but it's just computer animation. They didn't put too much money into it. They didn't have Pixar do it. But
That's awesome. There was no like little sing along or whatever.
no, there was actually no sound on my side either. There was nothing. Nothing.
Rude.
Yeah. So um it really they were able to tell the difference because the boosters is the same shape because it's probably the same model, but it was by the paint.
Hmm.
So the rocket about to hit the moon, it turns out, is not the one we thought it was. This was an honest mistake. Just emphasize the problem with lack of proper tracking of these deep space objects. So yeah, that's where, but it's just it is probably done intentionally. Um, So it's just gonna create a new crater. The moon already has something like a half a billion craters on it. So
Yeah.
nobody cares about this, but it does.
Ooh, that's interesting. What we should worry about is contaminating the moon with living microbes or molecules that could, in the future, be mistaken as evidence of former life on the moon.
Yep. There
I
you
think
go.
we've decided, though, that there's probably never been life on the moon.
Yeah, I don't know
Because it
if
never
that
had
was.
an atmosphere.
Yeah, yeah, because the moon's not like a planet, where it lost something. Or yeah. All right, our final things. We only got a couple things left.
Life may actually flash before your eyes. I
So
didn't even open this article, so I just saw the title and I was like, "Oh,
Oh.
it was accidental?" Well, I guess it would be, huh? That didn't even register. We're like, "This person's dying, get them in there quick."
So the first ever scan of a dying human brain reveals life may actually flash before your eyes. The accidental finding was made when a man suddenly died during a routine brain scan. Tragic, but
Wow. That's
at least the
awful,
scanner was on.
especially just
After a patient died suddenly during a routine test, scientists accidentally captured the unique data on the activity in his brain at the very end of his life. During the 30 seconds before and after the man's heart stopped, his brain waves were remarkably similar to those seen during dreaming, memory, recall, meditation, suggesting that people may actually see. Oh my gosh. So we were just talking about this a second ago. The thing that we don't understand is how consciousness works. Just think if it's downloading all that data real quick.
that's
It's not a
that's
flash before your eyes, it's actually just
a download.
a download of
That's
all the information instantaneously.
like I'm just hearing that Matrix sound like doo-doo-doo-doo.
Yeah. I mean,
Sorry.
it's really not that far fetched, right? So we don't
Yeah.
understand the whole mechanism of how consciousness works, right? I mean,
Mm.
obviously. And then it wouldn't if there's this whole information network behind the scenes that continues because that's how like they think um you can pass information to kids to parents between plants and stuff when you don't actually talk things like that. It wouldn't be too far of a stretch that we've misinterpreted the flash between your eyes as the actual putting the information back into the network.
Hmm.
What do you think?
I think that it's I don't see it. I can't say that it's not possible. I think that's
Well, do you think
super
that's
cool. I
something that
love
would
the
be?
idea of
Do you think
it.
that's possible? Like, not possible, but I don't think it's too far of a stretch.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't need. I mean, we're the I if we believe that we're energy and putting, with that energy, there's some sort of consciousness, and we're bringing,
Oh, hey,
yeah,
we got people.
downloading it.
It's like, you're not monitoring chat. Oh my
I've
gosh.
been Googling.
Oh my gosh, we got stuff. We got to pause and sorry to interrupt you, but we got like chat talking.
I love this. What are vegetarians going to do about
Oh, about
the
the
earth having
grass.
a mind? Yeah.
Yes, that would be awesome. So, John, that's interesting. So, yeah, we're done. We're gonna talk to the chat now because we've never had chat actually talk other than I'm watching, Grandma. Um,
Yeah. Well,
uh,
she liked my pictures too,
yeah.
her NFTs.
So his
I love
chat was unlocked.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, that would mess up some vegans really bad, wouldn't it? We would have we would have I don't know, they'd have to rethink some of their stuff.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess it just depends on um why you're vegan. I feel like a lot of it has to do with like animal cruelty. So would you see, um, like
Mm.
once you pull the carrot out of the ground, is it, it's not connected anymore. So was that is that humane? I don't know. It's like these
Well,
are the first things I think of. Like you're not going around like um I'm just like for some reason the first thing I think of when I think of animal cruelty is putting like a lobster in boiling
Well,
water.
that was
I
the
know there's
example I
other
was
things.
just gonna use. They just
Yeah.
I forget what state doesn't like somewhere they just ruled that inhumane,
Mhm. I
I
think
believe.
that it's I mean, I think it's been considered inhumane for a really long time
And the
and
same
they
with octopus. Oh, there's an octopus farm getting started
oh
up, and that's actually different. That one's
yeah.
to me that's way more sensitive than boiling lobsters, but they're
Yeah,
not
well,
too
yeah,
far separated.
you can I think it's a thing to eat live octopus, isn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
Like there's a
ooh.
whole thing, and yeah, yeah, but the operating theory that I think Darcy and I are both operating off of is that octopus or octopi. No, no, they did say it was octopuses
Is
because they
octopus, yeah,
decided,
because it's
yeah, yeah, because
not Latin.
octopi was something else too. Yeah, derived from the Latin versus Greek, I think is what it was, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But octopuses are actually possibly even more intelligent than us, and it's proven, and like they're definitely as intelligent as us. Like that isn't, I don't think, disputed that
Yeah,
their
which
brain
is
activity is
crazy because
insane.
yeah, and they don't have they don't pass their knowledge on. So each octopus is learning about everything every time.
Yeah.
So to still be that intelligent and to be, learn all the things that they do, it's never passed on. It's just that's pure
So
insanity.
going back to the plants, so you go and pick something. Now if you can hear them, like you know their scent is their screams, or like if you had a way to register that, and it would be like, okay, then you go and pick an apple from a tree, and now you can hear the tree, you can hear the apple, whatever part of it's alive. I don't know if that translates across because it's not the whole plant, but you might, if you had some kind of machine sitting there, you'd hear them screaming, and that would be like the lobsters boiling. And I don't think we would have ruled it inhumane for the lobster side of things if we would, because nobody's arguing about fish,
Hmm.
So it's the fact that we can now hear them because they're
Yep.
screaming that we've like, I don't want to deal with this anymore,
Yeah, that's yucky.
right? But we
Well,
don't hear it
but
for the other things that don't make a noise. So then they're not all of a sudden. It's not like, oh yeah, we got to ban fish across the board. So if we can
yeah.
hear
I
vegetables, wouldn't it not be that far of a stretch?
uh I think um no, but at the same time it is I do think it's um natural to eat meat and to eat vegetables and these things. Um and I feel like I'm not vegetarian or vegan. So, you know, it but I do feel like maybe one of the stances that they vegetarians and vegans do take is that when you see it in nature, a pack of wolves or a um, a lion or something will attack and kill its prey, but it kills it quickly. And we fatten up our animals and we put them in these pens and we do these things that just aren't and then we don't kill them quickly. Yeah, we do things that don't make sense. It doesn't fit in with like this natural order of things. And again, I'm not vegan, I'm not vegetarian, so
Yeah, no, just
but that's
yep.
that's been my understanding of the problem and like uh,
The fattening up
because I
still
do
has to
think
be
we're
good. You know how
yeah.
good that tastes? So
Yeah, but was it like foie gras or whatever? You just feed these ducks fat, like feeding tube through
good.
feeding
Yeah.
tubes. It's
Yeah.
just
No,
like
no, no. I won't ruin
they're not
tilapia
just
for
like on
everybody,
the
but
world.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, gross. But so so there's so that's my understanding. That's my take on it. Is like, we're not going or you're. It's still hard. Like I do, I
So
do think
then,
about
how about,
my
okay, so
creatures
this
when
would
I eat
all
them.
tie together. So now we have
Hmm.
our brain scans. So then when you kill plants, that information's downloaded back into the network. But then,
Yep.
like a tree, like an apple tree, wouldn't be so much like killing it. It'd be more like a chicken and harvesting eggs, probably.
Yeah.
So
Well, and
there would be certain plants that we don't murder and torture, but then there's some that hand us their, the fruits of what we eat, and like we take from
well,
them, and
yeah,
it's kind of
because
like
that's
we
how
work in
they
harmony.
procreate or whatever.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. We're not doing anything that really they're upset about. So next time you pull that carrot out of the ground, just remember it's like,
Just do it
no,
quickly.
no, honey, I'm leaving. I'll be back. Tell the kids I love them. Oh, isn't there a movie like this bad Seth Rogen movie, the food movie that was
um,
really bad or something?
I didn't watch
I
it,
didn't
but
watch it either. It was bad, like
I do
Sausage
feel like,
Fest or something. I forget. I don't know.
yeah,
But it was kind of the
I
idea was
think it.
funny, having all your things. So we only got
Yeah.
a couple minutes. We only got a couple tabs left. I want to do our last couple tabs because this one was interesting. This is the one I really wanted to
Oh
know.
yeah. Yeah. Let's find out.
This will be our final. We won't do the very last one because it's not as exciting. Um, yeah, we will actually. Why do we
What?
usually eat the same thing for breakfast?
I
Okay,
like that
chat.
first line. It makes so much sense.
When eating breakfast, most people seek utility, not pleasure. Is that going to be our operating um, premise there, folks?
I'm gonna say, for me, I'm gonna say yes.
I'm going to say no.
But I think no. Okay,
But why?
that's
Why do
fine.
you think you eat for utility?
Well, I think because people, I think um, we've all been told that breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not saying like there's really good breakfast out there. You can go out to breakfast, but most people in their, Monday through Friday lives or whatever, when they eat breakfast, it's just because they're trying to get that most important meal of the day and to get, started. And so they just eat something that will fulfill for the most part, not necessarily the most healthy, but just to get some food in their belly. I mean, I did it this morning myself. Not because it's the most important meal of the day. Haha. The first line. Um, what do you think?
Yeah, you're winning. So I eat because of pleasure for breakfast. So I don't typically eat breakfast, but when I do, I want something very specific. And not specific, the same, because I like most of the breakfasts items. I'm trying to think of something I don't like that's in breakfast. I don't know. In the breakfast category, I pretty much like almost everything. And so,
Well,
go
yeah,
ahead.
but what are you defining breakfast as? Is your
Oh, that
first meal
I'm gonna
or
take
like
it.
your eggs and bacon?
Nope. Breakfast would include waffles, pancakes, eggs, bacon, skillets, burritos, and specifically breakfast burritos. You can't count other burritos. And so this
So
is the
you're talking about
variant.
breakfast as like breakfast foods. I
Well,
was
that's what
thinking
they're
of it like
saying.
as your first meal of the day.
You're saying, but no. The reason that I'm so I'm trying to say why we have all these options. And that's why I eat breakfast because of pleasure, not because of utility, not because of the meal of the day. It was because we have all these things. It's not that you can choose, but I only choose to eat it due to the pleasure side of it. You're saying you eat it because you know it's important and
Well, I don't think it's important.
oh.
I don't agree with it being the most important meal of the day. I do believe that was made up. That's a marketing ploy. Uh, but I do like this
Breakfast being the
morning.
most important meal of the day is a deep fake too. Oh my gosh, everything's
I
deep
believe so.
fakes.
Yeah. I
Mr.
but I did eat breakfast this morning because I know it means that I can go longer without a break. And the last time we did a show, I felt myself fading pretty quick. And I had to eat something and I was
Utility.
like, I'm just gonna cut it. Yeah, I'm just gonna nip this in the bud. I know that I'll be a better co-host if I have my breakfast. So
Yeah. So Darcy's 100%
yeah.
utility there.
Yep.
No, mine's only pleasure. That's the only time I actually indulge in breakfast is if I'm in the mood to be.
But you could say that about any of your meals.
Shh.
I know.
It
We
doesn't
won't
fit my
talk about your
argument.
diet.
It doesn't fit my argument. You can't eat. I was trying to make an argument or a point, and yeah,
Yeah.
you need to know that I don't eat tons. I don't really care about the other
You're not
meals either.
you're not most
So, um, let's see. Researchers recently evaluated the eating habits in thousands of household and French study subjects. They saw that people repeatedly ate the same thing for breakfast and were happy to do so. That's what we're also pointing out, that it's not that you're, oh, I gotta eat this again, that people actually enjoy eating the same thing. And maybe you don't have to think about stuff. It allows your, oh, hey, allows your
Yeah.
brain maybe to think about other things that you're getting ready to start your day.
Mm-hmm. That makes
Um,
sense.
Psychological, cultural. Let's see,
I love
throughout
eating the same thing
the
for
day and the
breakfast
night,
every
our
day.
bodies follow cardiac rhythms, blah, 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 blah. These rhythms affect our eating schedules. Cool. That's just, I'm a French person. I like a lot of variety in things I eat. This is something that's valued by French. Yeah. I eat this at the same time. I eat the same thing every day. So, okay. Practicality versus pleasure. Um, they eat the same. 68 people eat the same thing. I'd like to hear from our chat. Do you eat the same thing every day? I mean, I do. My breakfast is always coffee. My lunch is always coffee. Uh, Very seldom do I
Again,
get a
you
breakfast.
normal. You're like, I have nuts and berries for breakfast
No, I don't.
occasionally.
I don't eat them for breakfast. I like yogurt sometimes, but mixing coffee with food for me doesn't work. So then I got to choose which one I want more, and it's usually the coffee I need. I need. But hmm, yeah, yeah. Nine. So you went from 68% of the people eat the same thing at least twice a week, and then for dinner, it drops to 9% where people eat the same thing day after day.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
Yeah, it was really interesting. So, all right. Well, I guess it's just people don't like having to do too much in the morning. And plus prep and yeah, breakfast
Yep.
stuff. You get used to it. All right, our final thing. We don't have our kid. We're really slacking. We haven't done our kid for the last 2 weeks. So we gotta do like
No,
three
we
kids
haven't.
next week. Like have a whole show of kids in science and tech.
Yeah,
But
this one we're gonna have to go quickly since I didn't need my break
yep,
earlier.
we're
I do
good.
need it
This is
now.
nice and this is just an interesting fact.
Yep.
So Legos fell overboard 5 million years ago, or 5 million. Jesus.
Wow, Legos have been around for a long time.
Ah. Well, back in the dinosaur times, there was Legos. That's why they last forever.
Yep.
Um, 5 million Legos fell overboard 25 years ago. So, and they're still washing up on shore. Isn't that nice?
Yeah, that's crazy. I was gonna say that there's some people that are younger than, but nobody on this channel.
So this happened
Well, at
in,
least they're
okay,
Legos.
they're at least what?
97. It says.
Yeah, 97,
School Legos.
1997. Um,
That's the year I graduated high school.
yep, same here. But disaster struck. A rogue wave hit the poor boat. Described the February 13th rogue wave, once in a lifetime event. And then beachcombers initially found lighter weight pieces such as slippers, flowers, life jackets,
And octopuses.
and an octopus. That'd be so cool. In fact, it may be even longer than a few hundred years until the lost Lego pieces break down.
Mm, that's
Uh.
fair.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
gonna end on
being
such a sad
plastic.
note.
That is sad. I bet all the algae's crying. We can't hear
Yeah,
it.
all our viewers that can't click buttons, which are plants.
Yeah, and the fish. I bet the fish are talking about it.
Yeah, the fish are talking about it. They're like, stupid Legos, man. Did you see that Lego wash up? Now my kid wants a Lego because the neighbor fish kid got a Lego.
They're like, I was catfished by a Lego.
The octopus thought they had a new mate and it was catfish. So funny.
Good
All
times.
right. So we'll end on a
Mhm.
good laugh then.
Yep, that was fun. That was a fun episode.
All right. Next week, we'll talk about more stuff
Mm-hmm.
and things. Um,
Yep.
right now, oh, we have nothing scheduled. Please check on our website or our YouTube channel for our upcoming shows. We'll be here. We should be here next Saturday for sure. We might have a midweek blockchain smart contract, but we don't know for sure yet.
Yep.
We'll definitely be getting more of our blockchain stuff. So our next one, um, if you go to our YouTube channel, it at least has the title. But we want to mint dynamic NFTs. So that's where the
Ooh.
information it reads information from outside sources, basically. Cool. Any
Cool.
certain way that we want to end? I think we're just gonna tell everybody bye. What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta make a run.
Yep. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Go, go, go.